A man is dead after being shot by police following an armed robbery at the First Credit Union in Kawerau. Our reporter Andrew McRae is in Kawerau, where police have just held a briefing, and he joins us now. Hi Andrew, what can you tell us about what happened?
Good evening, Lisa. Well, at about 9 o'clock, police were called to a family domestic incident near Te. By the time the police arrived, the offender had left in a vehicle. He had a firearm and was apparently under the influence of methamphetamine. The AOS, the Armed Offender Squad, then followed the man. They got really close, but before they did catch him, or got near him, he walked into the First Credit Union Bank next to the Skog factory here, plant, and robbed them of a substantial amount of money. Later he was then sighted again by police. They attempted to stop him, but they couldn't. They then pursued him. He then stopped himself, made a U-turn, and attempted to ram a police car. The police took evasive action. Then a short time later, he was stopped by the Armed Offender Squad on State Highway 30 near Te Racecourse. The man got out of his car, presented a firearm and discharged it at police. They returned fire and he was hit. They immediately offered him first aid, but he died at the scene. The District Commander, Andy McGregor, described it as an absolute tragedy. He said it's very traumatic for the staff, and a couple of police investigations are underway, as well as the Independent Police Complaints Authority.
Andrew, do we know how many people were in the bank, what he may have said, and how everybody else is?
We do not know. It's a very, I had a look at the bank earlier on. It's closed now, but it's a very small little branch that's next to the Skog factory. So would own probably a couple of staff. The police weren't going to give any details at their conference just a short time ago, apart from saying that a substantial amount of money was taken from the credit union, which the offender did drop on a rural road at some point, and most of that has been recovered. But really, and also no details yet on where the man received his injuries. His body is still at the scene. Scene examination by ESR is underway at the moment. Police are saying they hope to get the road, State Highway 30, reopened, but that will only happen after Kawerau has blessed the site, and then the body is removed. We do know that the offender was 29 years old. He was a patched member of the mongrel mob, the Te mongrel mob, and he'd apparently only recently come back to the area.
Thank you very much. That is Andrew McRae joining us from Kawerau, where police have just held a briefing into a fatal shooting which occurred after, as Andrew was saying, an armed robbery at the First Credit Union in Kawerau.